What's happening, everyone? I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Had an excellent stream with graphics earlier. Fantastic conversation. Love talking to that guy. Go check it out on his channel. Um, yeah, Cryptographics had me on his series called The Winner Circle. And that is going to be a winning series, I do believe. I'm sure he's going to get some great guests on there. We had a great Kickstarter conversation. Yeah, I thought I sat down yesterday. I'm standing up, as you can tell. Maybe, I guess. I'm in the normal position now. And so I'm not sitting down this time, but I thought I'd do the Crypto Twitter live again because, geez, I was on the stream and a bunch of stuff started floating in the air. I don't know if anything actually happened, but there's a lot of speculation going on. The graphics had to interrupt me a couple times, rightfully so, to bring up and talk about for a minute. So I thought I would stream for, I don't know, probably maybe 20 minutes or so. I'll do a short one. I want to talk to everyone. Bobby can Hexelrod, man. What's happened? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I guess you are first to comment. If you're not first, you're last, as Talladega Nights taught us. What is up, Crypto Truth? Yeah, just in time, man. Good job. Caught it right when it happened. Nazim Z15. What's happened? What's happened? I am back. Back, baby. I'm back. It's like on The Hangover. We are back. So good. Welcome, Frogger. Yeah, welcome, Frogger. What's happening, man? I'm going to share the screen. We're going to talk about Crypto Twitter. This is a new show, a new sub-show, a new segment. I can't say segment. It's kind of a show, I guess. So the channel is RHMax. I'm Max, of course. And I have different shows. I guess you'd categorize it like that. And this is the reading Twitter stuff. So basically, I just go over and read Twitter about what's going on. PulseChain could be otherwise. The man himself, PulseChain news. People watching server status saw a hiccup and thought it's mainnet coming. Nope, it's just a hiccup while we update things. There you go. There's also the KDP thread about the update being there. I don't think that was about block height. I have literally zero context for the code, but just looking at it over graphics is sharing of a screen. I don't think that's the signal we're looking for. I'll say that, but it gets the people going. So created quite a store earlier, but yeah, this first time you've seen this PulseChain news. People at server status. So somebody tried to go to something and it was down, and then they thought that was the transition state or something. As I said earlier, Richard posted self-consecutive messages. He did. He tends to, from time to time, he gets on a roll. Yeah. Yep. A lot of policy stuff looks like too. So I've said before, I said last night that when I see something that looks like mainnet coming, I will probably talk about it. No promises, but I have I'm monitoring different pieces of public information on the infrastructure side. And yeah, I have not seen anything that signals mainnet to me as far as rolling out. And launching a new network is a process. It's not like you can just snap the fingers, everything's live, no warning. There will be baby warnings if you know in the places to look for them. And that's one of my skill set, is knowing how to look for signs of infrastructure coming. But really, what do we get for knowing it's coming in the first place? Like, what trophy do we get for calling it first that it's launching before or after Richard? Like, it's just a status thing. I don't know. I think it's exciting, but really, how is your plan going to change that you knew it was coming an hour before it came out? How are you growing your bags doing that? How does it benefit you? I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I haven't thought about how, if I knew PulseChain was launching 4 hours beforehand, what would I do different? Again, I think it's more of an entertainment thing, but people like to hear about it. So there we go. Anyways, again, I'm only going to go for about a few more minutes. Let's see. Again, if you didn't see I'll go to my Twitter for a minute and I'll start skipping around. If you didn't see the graphic stream earlier, it was fantastic. Well worth an hour and a half. Hey, there's me. And it looks like we may be having a validator party. By the way, anyone going to Miami, please please do this poll. I've not even checked the results myself yet. I set it for 3 days, 6 hours and 9 minutes. Bam. So it's doesn't say exactly, but that's when I set it up to last. 369. Gamma says I'm record willing to attend 1 year after PulseChain made. We kind of did the opposite last year. We did 1 year before it launched with PulseCon. Still turned out fine though. It's fine overall. Yeah, if you're going to Miami, let me know. Could hang out, say hi to people in the community. It's like some Hex Cobra. Yes, Hex Cobra's been blazing, trying to get that validator up. Looks like you're up and running. Pretty cool stuff. That is Grafana. Again, I got automated scripts to make that pretty easy to set up. And you can see from the web browser here, he did indeed forward port 3000 to a server. And it looks like he was using TDS Lane scripts on that. So cool. Yeah, TDS Lane. Shout out to TDS Lane for making a lot of cool scripts as well. I got references on my wiki to his work as well. Yeah, it's a great stream. I haven't announced it yet, but before we even started, I told Graphics I wanted to have him on again to do a Mad Gains mindset, which I did one with Maxim a couple months ago. Turned out fantastic. And so I think I may do a series, Mad Gains mindset series, have him as number 2. It's basically the winners. It's basically his series, but I mean, it's not the same. And I did a couple months ago. He started this series. It's basically just talking to people about crypto and philosophy and wisdom and health, wealth, and all that stuff. So the more talks of that, the better. I don't think we have enough of that in the community. I prefer wisdom talk rather than get pumped up talk. Anyways, but we need everything. We need everything in the community. Also, Ju Young will be on. I think him and hopefully Axis will be on Monday. So here you go. The part of the show is me giving you an update about the upcoming shows as well. So you get to know first. You tune into Twitter Live, and maybe I'll mention new shows coming up that'll maybe pique your interest in all that stuff too. Neil for T-Shares, pretty awesome. Had him on the other day, talk about Tetra. The Tetra airdrop was supposed to be today, but the gas fees were like, I was looking in the Telegram. The gas fee was like $5,000 to do the airdrop. So I don't know what it was supposed to be, but apparently a fraction of that. So I think they're going to try again tomorrow. So anyone interested in the Tetra airdrop, I believe you could apply if you stacked for PulseChain and PulseX, or maybe just PulseX. I can't remember. Certain projects, they have an airdrop for Tetra. And if you want to learn more about Tetra, again, I'm not one to go deep into a lot of other projects, but I had Stu and Neil for T-Shares on the show the other day to talk about Tetra, and I was impressed. So I'll definitely be setting aside part of my consciousness to pay attention to it and its developments. And I think it'd be really good for PulseChain, could be really good for PulseChain validators from what I can tell. And there you go. Okay. PLS, pair with your PLS. Yeah, I think I know they at least did it for PLSX, maybe PLS too. Anyways, if you're interested in airdrops, it's one of the few that I pay attention to. Look at the chat. What's up, Crypto Truth? Killing it, man. Mine it to mint it. It would take time to analyze the pools, LPs. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Maybe that was in response to what would you do if you had notice on PulseChain launch? I mean, yeah, I guess that would be an advantage. You would know when to pull LP, but I feel like we're going to know. I don't know. I think we'll know. I don't think I need to know before everyone else on that. I feel like, if you have LP positions, there'll be some kind of rumbling where you're like, oh, okay, we're really close. Maybe Hex price goes to the moon. Maybe, liquidity drops in half again. Maybe there's the other technical indicators I've talked about 1,000 times. So it'd be interesting. Guys, if you have any questions, I'll be on here for another 12 minutes. I got to cut it off because I got some TV time. I got to relax, rest up. But I want to get on here and, yeah, man, Gerardo's, he has so much good content, I'm telling you. I've been watching a bunch of his old videos and a lot of good stuff. a lot of very interesting stuff. I got to finish this one too. Somi also talked about this one here. Rankings table. It removes the origin address stuff, leaves the users. 117 million PLS to be a squid. 172 million PLSX to enter squid. So very interesting tweet from Somi on this as well. Oh, CBDCs. The stuff that I wish didn't exist. But we'll see. Maybe it'll be bullish for crypto. Real crypto. You never know. Let's see what Pretep is up to. Anything recent? Oh, 20 minutes ago. One of the first quotes I found when I heard Richard. Oh man, that's good stuff right there. I like that. I will never forget. There's certain things I've heard Richard say. I've heard Naval say. I've heard other people that I follow a lot say, and it's like you'll never forget it, right? Like you'll some things you'll just never. They just stick with you, and for a good reason. Oh, interesting. Richard was talking about withdrawals. Withdrawals now shown on Block Explorer. Cool. So maybe that means Launchpad works for if you didn't set up withdrawal address for validators, because that was one thing I couldn't complete on the wiki. I'll show you here real quick. Not trying to make this a validator AMA. I just want to show you that last time I checked, if you didn't set up withdrawal address on the Launchpad, they didn't have a way to broadcast, even if you generated your new keys. And maybe they do now. I have to check. And if they do, I will update this. And the withdrawal guide will be pretty complete, pretty good. Just finished this recently. So pretty cool. That's good stuff. I like this Twitter live thing. It's good for me to like let me catch up on Twitter and like give you an insight of what I'm thinking too, and give you a chance to ask questions and stuff, of course. Cool. So that's Bretep. Let's you guys want to look at, gosh, what is KDP's KDPP isn't maybe I'm just gonna Google for it. KDP Power City Twitter. There you go. KDPcrypto.pls. That's what it was. Sorry, I didn't mean to say KDPP. I was just thinking, I thought it was like 2 P's in there somewhere. That's funny. Chestnut's breaking records. Let's see what she has as pinned. I trust this man. I truly believe he's a force for good in the world. That's very nice of you to say, KDP. I trust him too. I believe he is a force of good in the world. I'm with you on that statement for sure. If you haven't checked out RHMax.org, be a force for good. It has the hope poster for Richard. Let's get you healthy, wealthy, and wise, and you decide what to do after that. It's kind of a collaboration of Richard's talk and then Naval. Naval's quote I talked about earlier on the graphic stream was get rich and then figure out what you want to do. So I kind of made that into this kind of Richard style. And then, of course, this is Richard. The only people who make money in crypto are founders, exchanges, and holders. I remember him saying that a billion times. He started doing only holders and founders after a while too. So there's different ways of saying it. But any of it continue, you'll see all my blog posts, a lot of technical stuff, how to use Hex and Web3, some coding, blockchain explanation stuff. And of course, all my security. It's probably the most visited post, how to protect yourself and not wreck yourself in security. Anyways, just want to give a shout out to my blog because it's full of a lot of information of long form content that I don't do AMAs on all the time. Again, I'm not sure on this one. I don't see anything obvious to me, but again, I have no experience with that particular piece of code. So I don't know. Let's click on it and see what people are saying. There's a difference between snapshot. You don't always need to make the difference again. I don't want to die on this hill, but there's a lot of ways that snapshot and fork can be interchangeable, but not always. If you want to if you're talking about a time frame, then you need to, or at least not you need to. Then if I were explaining it, I would break down the difference. But a lot of times it just doesn't matter. But sometimes it does, and worth doing. Why don't you show me all the responses? Do I really have to click that? I guess if you're not signed in, it does that stuff. Yeah, I mean, sort of. Yeah, and that's basically the way I'd explain it, but there's certain ways you need to be specific. Again, I keep saying you need to be. I don't like saying that. It reminds me of Duvall's like you don't need to do anything. I really try to take that to heart. People don't need to do anything. Oh my God. But if I were explaining it, I would make a distinction sometimes. Not that important. I do agree with days. I do agree with that. Yeah, I think she's representing it. This is kind of how I would say it too. So it's just not that important to differentiate most of the time. Certain cases I would differentiate. Keep going every day, eventually be right. I mean, there are a lot of people on Twitter who do predict it every day. I'm not sure she's one of them, but there's crypto Twitter. Sometimes I'm like, guys, can't do it every day, can you? But again, maybe it's good for the community in a lot of ways. What's up, people? I'm gonna look at chat again. The chat, late night RHMax Reese Twitter streams with what? Thank you. I appreciate that. Honestly, when you guys tell me you get stuff out of the streams, I tend to be more motivated to do them. It's kind of fun for me just to read Twitter. Because if I weren't reading Twitter with you all right now, I'd be reading Twitter not live and just thinking to myself or about what I'm reading. So if you see it's useful, why not? And I feel like doing it. It does, of course, take extra energy, and I gotta set up the stream and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't mind too. Clifton Lewis, nice to get to. Like, yeah, man, I'll put it in the chat. Really easy URL though. Shout out to Nate Mintz, aka Nate Steaks, used to be. He actually did a video. He's I think only person I know who did a video on my Hex game theory post, which I did. I even forgot I made that post. It's been so long. But he did a video on this post. And I think that was back when I was studying game theory. Yeah, I was studying game theory pretty hard back then to understand this stuff better. This was March of last year, right when I started being more public in the community. And yeah, he really, it's not the most well-written post, but he broke down a lot of the main points, and I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, a lot of stuff on here. A lot of stuff about Scivive, of course. I did a ton of commentary. If you're into Scivive, I basically went through all the chapters, picked out a lot of quotes, and did my commentary on the quotes as well. So that was pretty fun, actually. I love doing stuff like that. Anyways, back to Twitter. Yeah, let's see. Frogger say something? Okay, I'll scroll up and go from here. Thank you, Frogger. Appreciate that. What's up, sweet? Are you a software engineer? Is that what that stands for? When I see SWE, I think of software engineer. Let me know. That's a tech industry term. Sami's a clever cookie. Yeah, he is. Sami's man. That guy produces a lot of stuff, a lot of quality content. It's that's what's impressive about it. He produces like quality content, and a lot of it. That's hard to do. Respect. What if not launch this month and we wait another mid-May? I don't think so. I wouldn't predict mid-May 2024. I'd say, top of my head, oh God, I hate giving predictions. You trick me. You trick me into it, click to view. You trick me into giving a prediction. Okay, I'm not giving a prediction. I hope that if we don't launch in May, we launch in June. or July. And I feel like the macroeconomic situation, it looks very unstable, but isn't volatility the price we pay for the world's best performing assets? Oh, did I get that in? So maybe it's good for crypto. We'll see. Still not clear on why squid is the goal. I think so. I listened to at least most of that video this morning with Somi, and I think his point was maybe that would like set you up for, wealth and mad gains if you had that much, and the number of X's, he suspects will happen times that position would put you in a very good, position for mad gains, or you wait till the next cycle, something like that. But you can watch this video. He talks a lot more about it. I'm a shrimp with high hopes. Hey, man. If you're in this ecosystem, you're already ahead of a lot of crypto. Let's see. Oh, Bobby, got some more stuff on this. Squid is the goal on the modest of $1 million. Million tokens. 1 million. Is that what it was? $1 million? Okay. I hope so. Squid was like, is that what it was? Yeah, I can't remember the starting values of all of this stuff times those numbers he talked about. Anyways, yes, delay gratification for sure. What's up, Zohan? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I think there's a lot of people out there hungry for wisdom. And I'm not saying I'm a philosopher. I don't think you need to be, though. I think you just need to be someone who has put in the effort to study multidisciplinary mental models and ways of thinking of things, and has been around and talked to a lot of people. And eventually wisdom, you just get wisdom. Like wisdom is what is that? The definition of wisdom is something like experience plus like truth, or experience plus things that work, or something like that. So it's just like learning what works over time, being in the right, verticals to do so. So I enjoy it too. I love talking about it. So I like talking to graphics and the rest of the crew, the wealth mindset crew and all that, because they got a lot of stuff to share. Come on, let's launch. So soon, so close. Scrolling. Anybody got anyone? Oh, shoot, it's 8:02. All right. How'd I feel about Pepe? Did I just scroll and just leave it on that picture? I didn't even know I did that. The meme is funny. I don't know anything about the coin. I'm in the Richard Art ecosystem, so the blue chips and some select projects within is what I pay attention to. So if you're talking about the coin, I don't know anything about it. But if you talk about the meme, well, it's on my screen right now, funny enough. Anyways, I think I'm going to wrap up with that. Short stream today, everyone. Hope that was fun. Hope it was entertaining. Probably do a little bit longer next time. I just, I got some stuff to watch. I gotta watch Beef. I gotta watch Netflix tonight. So I'm gonna go do that. Everyone, I'm off tomorrow. Probably I don't know. Maybe I'll stream this weekend sometime. We'll see. Maybe I'll take it off. Who knows? See if I get bored. Want to talk to everyone, or got something interesting to share, or a launch happens and then boom, explosions, chainsaws, tornadoes, a fury of fire and mad gains, hopefully for all of us. Anyways, Scivive and 5555. I'm out.